Hey YouTubers, we're going to get some lasagna going today. Come on over to the stove here. We started some water boiling here, and we're going to throw in a little butter so the noodles don't stick. And we got some Jimmy Dean sage sausage. Oh, it's good. Don't worry, it's good. And we're going to get the sausage on. And we're going to have our sausage ready cooked. So we're going to get our lasagna going here. And it's just the first step, and we'll be back in a moment. We're slowing it down too. Lower your heat. Going crazy. And chop it up nice. Got a little burnt there, but I don't think it's burnt. Ricotta. I'm going to take some ricotta, and we're going to mix it with egg in there. And we're going to put some spices in there too. Ricotta, and we put an egg in there. It's going to give it some flavor. And whip it up. And we put a little black pepper in there.
Well, quite a bit of black pepper.
And add a little salt. If you got diabetes, don't add salt. And throw in some.
I thought diabetes was the sugar.
There's high blood pressure.
Whatever.
The high blood pressure, leave the salt. Okay. So we got oregano, an egg, salt, pepper in there, and we mix it up. And if you're not going to make your lasagna right away, just put a dish on top of it and put it in the refrigerator, and have it ready. There we go. So it's ready to roll. Okay, this sausage is cooking up. It looks pretty well cooked. You always want to make sure the sausage is well cooked. If it's a little pink inside, it can give you a big tummy ache. So you want it. This looks well cooked, but I like to brown it up, so I got a lot of these pieces like that there with the brown. Brown it up real good. That's going to taste good.
Gimme. Aww.
All right. We got water boiling here, and we're going to get our lasagna noodles in here, and I'll show you how Mom lays them in there. My mom's way. Look, they're crisscross. See? Look, shine down in there. We're crisscrossing them. That's going to help keep your noodles from sticking to each other. And we put plenty of butter in there, and we started with the sausage knife. It's got a little oil in there too. You could use oil or butter, as long as you want to keep your noodles from sticking together. And we crisscross them there, that helps stick them together too. Now when they get soft and start boiling, we're not going to get in there and stir them. We're going to scoop under them and fold them over. So be really gentle with our noodles, because you want the noodles to be in one piece, so you can make your lasagna. And you make your noodles, cook them up a little al dente, which is slightly undercooked, so they're not really soft, super soft. Because when you handle them and they're super soft, they're going to break apart on you in pieces. Then remember, they're not going to, when your whole lasagna is done, the noodles are going to cook even more. So you don't have to worry about them being al dente. They're going to be soft and nice and juicy, because the noodles are going to be in there with the sauce and the cheese and all melted together. And they're actually going to cook a little more. So, there you have it. We just give it some time, those noodles, and then we'll put our lasagna together. We're checking on our noodles here. Let's scoop them up, and we're folding them over. Look, they're starting to soft up. The outside edges, you can see they're starting to get swollen looking, but they're still pretty stiff. So we're just going to fold them over. We're not going to get rough with them. Remember, these are our lasagna noodles. And we want them in whole pieces, so we're going to be gentle with them. We're going to scrape in the bottom too with the spatula to keep them sticking up off the bottom. And they need to go a little bit longer until they start to get a little more swollen, but not totally white. You want to let them, like I said before, a little al dente, a little undercooked. They're going to cook the rest of the way in your lasagna. All right, we're back here at Baba's kitchen, cooking with Baba. We're making lasagna, and look at the noodles. They're just slightly away from being al dente. I think maybe 3-4 minutes. And the water is boiling like crazy. So we're going to back the water down. Oh, I did. I backed down the temperature a little bit because, listen, you don't want the boiling water going like crazy because when it's going like crazy, it can break up your noodles. You don't want broken noodles. Not good. Not a happy scene. And we're going to keep those noodles from sticking on the bottom a little. I felt it sticking a little bit there. But basically, they all look great. They're whole, and that's what you want. Whole noodles. These are our noodles. They look great. Let's take a look. You can see them. Soft, flexible, but still a little stiff. You want them a little stiff. Get rid of all the hot water. Where are you? Over there? Want to get rid of all your hot water and start inducing cool water into your noodles. You want your noodles to stop cooking. You don't want them to get soft and soft and soft and then be broken apart when you're trying to make your lasagna. You want them to stop cooking right now. They'll cook a little more, it'll be fine with your lasagna. So let's get rid of all the hot water.
Where's all my pots?
We're back here making lasagna. Now we got a tray. This is my mom's tray. And my sisters are jealous that I have this tray. It's glass, it's nice. And we're using a ragu marinara. Marinara. Marinara means that it's been sauteed and it's been heated and cooled and heated and cooled. And it's a little different from spaghetti sauce, which is okay. If you need spaghetti sauce, use traditional, that's fine. But I prefer the ricotta.
Marinara.
Marinara.
You said ricotta.
Ricotta.
You said ricotta.
Marinara. I'm not Italian. Okay? I'm
Who
Irish.
is?
My mom was Irish.
And he's also
Irish.
French.
And
He's also French.
my dad was French. My mom was Irish. And look at our noodles. They cooked up beautiful, nice and soft, lovely, but yet not falling apart. You don't want your noodles falling apart. Who wants noodles falling apart? Nobody wants noodles falling apart. So we put in sauce for the first on the bottom. That just keeps your noodles from burning on the bottom when you heat them up. And if you got a little rough and you're cooking your noodles, right? And you got some broken noodles, here's a little tip. You want everything to look better for your guests when they arrive for your lasagna. Put the broken noodles on the bottom.
Lasagna.
Hide them. Yep, hide them. Now, we got ricotta and we got mozzarella and we put our spices. We put our spices and stuff into the ricotta. So, here we go with the first layer of our lasagna. Now, this is my lasagna. We're just doing sausage and mozzarella and
Ricotta.
ricotta cheese and spices. Now, look what we're doing. We put clumps. We're not going to mix. We're not mixing ricotta and the mozzarella together. We want a little mozzarella here and a little ricotta there. And I'll tell you what it's all about. It's all about what you put in your mouth. You get a little flavor from here, one bite from there, and you don't want it all mixed up in one place. You want a little taste of this and a little taste of that. Now, are you going to put in the sausage? My son's... No, that's two big clumps. We want to sprinkle the sausage around. Maybe a little clump here and a little clump there, so you do get a nice good bite of sausage, right? And that's about one layer. And don't neglect the edges, because you don't want to give someone a slice of the edge and it doesn't have nothing in there, right? So now we're going to put a little bit of sauce on that layer. And maybe a little more. It depends if you like it juicy or not. And this is my lasagna. And your lasagna, you put what you like. Where's my cameraman? You put what you like in your lasagna. Listen, you like mushrooms? You put. What are you looking at? We making a video?
I'm waiting for you to talk.
I'm talking. This is my lasagna. Why are you facing over there?
Because I can eat this. Just talk.
This is my lasagna. Your lasagna is your lasagna. Now, this is a basic lasagna. It has a mozzarella, ricotta, and some sausage, and the noodles. And now your lasagna, you're going to put what you like in your lasagna. Why are you basing the lasagna? Yeah, okay. So, I want you to make your lasagna the way you like your lasagna, or the way you want to please your guests. So I'm just giving you tips on how to cook the noodles, how to keep them nice. Now that's one layer. Now you squish it down a little with your hands. Of course you ain't washed your hands thoroughly, of course. Basically it's just the same thing over and over again.
You see, the traditional looks
This
redder.
is the traditional.
Traditional.
Traditional. It's a little different.
The
And,
color difference there.
Okay, let's do another layer of noodles on top.
And just that, yeah.
This is going to be on top.
And it'll be the spices. Or mozzarella.
We could do a little oregano on top and stuff. We're going to
Yeah,
do another.
sweet spices.
We're going to do more cheese on top.
Yeah, cheese and spices and stuff. Because we already got a few spices
This is our top layer.
in like
We're
the
going to squish it down
ricotta.
so it kind of like flattens it out. That makes it nice, right? And now, we're going to put a little more cheese on. A little more mozzarella across the top. And
Cheese
basically, this mozzarella on top is a guide for you when you're checking your lasagna in the oven. You see this cheese melting, you know how far along you cook. Now, you don't have to worry. Everything is cooked. Your noodles are cooked, your sausages are cooked, your sauce is cooked, everything's cooked. So even if you didn't heat it up enough, you're not going to get sick or anything. So it's basically everything's cooked. You just want it at a desirable temperature. So you're going to put it in the oven and you're going to make everything melt. So we're going to put a little sauce on top. And then,
Don't be shy with that sauce.
yeah, go ahead. Maybe sprinkle a little more mozzarella. We like a lot of cheese. I'm a cheesehead. And we're going to cover it with aluminum foil. And we're going to bake it at 350 for a good 45 minutes. And then after the 45 minutes is done, we can take it off and then we can brown up the cheese on top. It'll make it really look nice for your guests. And like I said, This is my lasagna. Your lasagna, you could put in mushrooms and sausage and hot peppers. My friend Mike's mom does meatballs in the sausage, in the lasagna as well as sausage. Put whatever you like in there. Some people put some vegetables, broccoli and stuff like that. So do yours the way you like, and I'll do mine the way I like.
Someone to put pineapple in lasagna.
About 45 minutes, 350. And then we take the foil off and then bake it up on top. Brown up the cheese on top. All right, you make lasagna. The best part about it is, if you had a lot of guests over, you make your lasagna, your tray, you clean up, maybe bake some bread, have some bread on the side. But basically you do all your cleaning up, and when your dinner is done with your guests, you have time to spend with your guests. You're not cleaning or cleaning up all the cooking increments and all that stuff. You get all that done beforehand. The only thing you got left is a pan. That's it. 45 minutes. We're gonna pull it out, and we're gonna take the aluminum foil off, and then we're gonna bake up the cheese on top. Look, it's good and melted. Now we'll let it go in about another 15 minutes, and make it nice and brown and crusty cheese on top, and your guests will love it. All right, we took the aluminum foil off about 15 minutes ago, and we browned up the top. And look at it. It's nice. The cheese is nice and brown. Your guests will love the way it looks. And you can see boiling there. It's way, way hot. So you're going to need a good 20 minutes, 30 minutes to let it cool off. And you'll be able to cut it, and you'll have lasagna slices. If you cut it now, it's all going to melt and fall apart. So let it cool.